Ambitious with the score, he could get it in. Oh, he's going to the shooter. For the win.
Live from Amazon Game Studios, Orange County, you're watching Breakaway. I'm Mr. Sill.
And I'm Berserker Mike.
Mike, we just saw last week our UCI team graduated to be full-fledged Breakaway players, and this week they'll face their toughest competition to date as graduates as we start a new season here. This is the Breakaway Road to Gamescom. We have 4 teams going up against a best-of-1 series, so this is semifinals into the final match to determine the winning team, which will actually get a trip to Gamescom to compete against a secret challenger.
I'm very excited about that prospect.
All right, before we get into that, though, let's give a shout-out to our sponsor, Asus, the official monitor and system provider of Breakaway. Asus in the VG248QE. It's a 24-inch monitor well-known in the competitive scene in esports for its 144 Hz refresh rate with 1 millisecond response time. And, of course, you got that G11 desktop. It sheds light on uncompromising performance. This powerful machine allows you to play Breakaway without sacrificing your gameplay experience and giving you the ability to stream in the best possible quality. Mike, today we have 2 great teams facing off. We have Team NRG versus Team Eanix. Let's go introduce some of these teams. We'll kick it off by introducing Team Eanix. In the starting lineup for Team Eanix, we have Eric Empiric Medeiros. He is a previously competitive Overwatch and Paladins player, now focusing on Breakaway. He brings the sick 360 dunks and hot passes. Eric is the firebringer of the team and giving the fans what they want to see.
Absolutely fabulous, because right next to him is Alex Chronic Fernandez, and he's been a member of our Breakaway community since I can remember. He's got a competitive esports experience in the past, playing a multiple array of titles such as Call of Duty and PlanetSide 2, and is looking to secure a victory for his team today.
Stuart Trader Demiri. He has played prior competitive experience with Blizzard's Heroes of the Storm, where he played professionally for the past 2 years under the team name 2Arc. He's known for shaking up the meta with creative drafts and hero picks. We will see if Trader will bring his own creativity to Breakaway.
And right next to him, we have Kyle Icon Murray. And this is interesting for him. He's been part of lots of multiple org management and a TO himself, working within multiple esports titles. But he hasn't really played competitively in a couple years. And so now he's looking to break out in Breakaway. And he's got an unpredictable play style and ability to harness the power of what he calls the con dogs, which I hear are tasty treats. We're going to find out about those, and he's going to keep people on their toes.
All right, well, let's go to their warrior picks. We'll start things off in the number 1 chair for Team Enix. We have Icon. Icon, fresh off the Relic Room. Who you picking tonight, buddy?
Let's see.
He's got the fidget spinner.
He's got the fidget spinner. I think it's like a cat playing with a toy. I'm thinking Jara, maybe. He likes doing damage. He likes going after stuff. I mean, he plays a lot. I've watched his streams. He plays a lot of characters, but I'm thinking maybe damage dealing for his team.
All right, looks like the pick is getting locked in. I think that's the con dog in the background. So what is that? It's a hot dog with a star. I'm sure it's magical. And it looks like Jara is in, and you are correct, Mike. That is the pick of Icon as we go to the number 2 chair with Chronic GG. There he is, Chronic on camera. He is kissing. I don't know what he's kissing. I don't know what that was, but he's putting it close to his heart, so it means a lot to Chronic. What do we know about Chronic, Mike?
Deceptive player. I'm thinking he's going to do something from the back line. I'm predicting... you know what? We're either going to go Kyra, we're going to do long-range damage. Oh, this is crazy. He's going to go running it with Thorgrim.
Yeah, going for the tank warrior here with Thorgrim.
Tanking it up.
Tanking it up. As we go to the number 3 spot, we have Trader. Trader, again, he is that deceptive player who has been known to swap things around with those creative warrior picks in Heroes of the Storm. We will see if we'll get a creative pick here today with Breakaway.
It depends how they want to round this out. Oh, you know what, Kyra? Yeah. guess they don't want to wait for my pick, but yeah. I'm liking what I'm seeing from the team right here. It's a good balance, so I'm going to be curious if their last pick is going to go for sustain.
All right, well, rounding it out for Team Enix, we have Empiric. So Empiric looking to shape things up. Look at him. He's looking a little shifty himself. What do you know about him?
I don't know a whole lot about Empiric. He could go with a support role to help his team. They could go for additional damage dealing. I really want to see a Corinne pick. I want to see people not solely rely on that Alona pick. But it looks like they're going to go with Alona anyway.
They're going to rely solely on the Alona pick there. All right, let's introduce the coach of Team Enix is Aodin. Not much is known about this man behind the team, but we have seen him pretty active in the coaching scene while the team was training earlier today.
That's right. And rumor is he has a military background, so he's going to whip these people into shape if he sees anybody misstep.
All right, so the picks that we've seen here, any surprises for you? I mean, you mispicked some, but what do you think about the overall team comp?
Overall, it's extremely solid, very well balanced. It is a little squishy. I mean, they have the tank there, but Jara, Kyra, Alona, not high health or high armor characters. This could be a little bit of trouble if they start losing out early. You really want that Jara to snowball, so she needs to secure kills and get a lot of gold.
All right. Okay, let us introduce the team that they will be facing today in round 1 of this semifinals. The winner here will go into the finals and face the winning team. Kicking it off for Team NRG, we have Jeremy Vicious Lopez. Jeremy was a player on the winning team of the Exhibition 8 that we showed in the premiere of Breakaway at TwitchCon 2016. He has claimed an undefeated record with his teammate Godspeed. Vicious looks to continue dominating the future of Breakaway competitive play. He also commentates various fighting game championship tournaments in the professional circuit for Southern California, including Evolution and the Capcom Cup.
Let's talk about his partner in crime over there, Godspeed, who I also played with earlier. He's been part of the competitive gaming scene since 2003. He started off playing Counter-Strike 1.6 and playing for an invite team, ABK. He found the scene very fun and never let it go, and then after his run in like CS, he set his sights on the FGC with games like Injustice and some Mortal Kombat. He's won multiple small tournaments and regionals, and he managed to place 5th at the mecca of all fighting game tournaments, EVO. So from there, he committed himself to casting multiple genres of esports from FGC to FPS and even World of Tanks.
All right, the next 2 people on our list, they are related. That is not a typo on your screen. And they are part of the original DEF CON 5. So we'll kick it off talking about Matthew Smurf Pop Rosen. He is one of the most exciting Breakaway players in the game. He is known for his crazy shots and teamwork, and he's been dominating ever since the game was revealed at TwitchCon 2016. His playstyle is extremely aggressive but smart, and he ranks as one of the top Kyra players to have ever played Breakaway. Prior to Breakaway, he did play a little CSGO, and he earned the top rank of Legendary Eagle Master. His top game ever as Kyra was 42 kills, 1 death, and 1 assist.
And I'm pretty sure that was against Zinramu. But let's talk about his brother, Michael, your boy Prof. And Michael's been playing since he and his brother beat me on stage at TwitchCon a couple years ago. He used to play Argus and Jara, but now he's starting to transition to tank, and he's looking to dominate some people today.
All right, let's kick it off, show him with the Warrior picks. We will go over to Vicious himself. He coached the Devs to a victory against UCI in Week 3 of the summer school. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to be there to coach in Week 4 with the All-Stars, who fell to UCI. But now it looks like the coach is once again in the player spot for this newly formed NRG team.
You know, he does a fantastic job coaching it up. This is what I expect out of a shot caller. His pick is in and into Lona. So he's usually played really good support. He's also got a really keen eye for where the relic is to take those opportunities to score. I like the pick from Vicious.
All right, in the number 2 spot for Team NRG, we have Godspeed, a man who coined the term the Godspeed with Kyra in the very first premiere of Breakaway. What do you expect from him, Mike?
I could see a Psy pick or a Kyra pick doing damage from the outside. We could also see him try to disrupt with another melee, but I'm thinking he's either going to go ranged or assassin.
Let's see what it is. It looks like he is going Psy. You mentioned Psy pick. You get the Psy pick. Fun fact about Godspeed, he lives in my neighborhood. So Godspeed and I, we go way back. In the number 3 spot, we have one of the members of DEF CON 5. Give it up for Papa Smurf, also known as the Smurf Pop.
So Smurf Pop, I believe he's going to be dedicated to the outside, so we could either see Rollins play or Kyra play coming out of him.
He is definitely a vicious Kyra player, so there it is. Not surprised there at all. Given his 41 1-1 record, he will look to duplicate that here today.
42 1-1 still? 42.
Sorry, 42 1-1. And rounding out Team NRG, we have the brother. His name is First Last Handle, also known as
Ya boy Prof.
I'm ya boy Prof.
I'm predicting Thorgrim. He's going to tank it up.
All right.
He's been making moves. I'm imagining that the move is going to be to tank, and he likes to ring people out.
He definitely likes the ring out.
Oh,
Ooh,
we're going for more fumble-oriented.
Kind of tank.
There we go.
Picking the other tank here in Breakaway.
More pull,
Sir
less
Merrick.
push. Merrick
right.
makes an appearance.
So, two teams, very different team comps, Mike. I will say, based on players alone, I think the edge here is going to be to NRG because you have some Breakaway all-stars here from the community. They have been drafted here to Team NRG. They are looking pretty solid.
They are. I like the picks. Both teams have sustain, but you have the tankiness out of Merrick versus the tankiness of Chronic, which could tell the story of today's match.
All right. This will be a best-of-5 series match. We will kick things off with the Shrine of Oros map. Then we will move on to our other map here in Breakaway, which will be Atala Prime. So here we go. Game 1, best-of-5 series between Enix in the blue. Sorry, Enix in the red and NRG in the blue.
And we start to see these item buys coming through. We see Empiric is buying armor. Buying armor on his Lona. That's that shield. We also see armor on Chronic GG and armor going on your boy Prof. We also see health being built by Sid Vicious and health being built by Godspeed. That's that little health potion that we saw there.
All right, a lot of chatter happening on the side of NRG. They are doing a good job communicating as we see the Black Knight, your boy Prof, with control of the Relic. He does get it dumped off there to Godspeed. Godspeed is doing some good acrobatics to bring the Relic closer to the base of the red team, which is played by Enix right now. Here comes Chronic GG with a nice save there. Chronic with control of the Relic does dump off there to Empiric. Empiric with the Relic decides not to take it, puts down the Shrine of Healing. Every warrior in Breakaway has a buildable they can place there. Alona, the healing warrior, has the Shrine of Healing, which basically creates that aura of healing if you go inside that nice green patch of health.
And what we also saw is that the Enix team, and I believe it was Trader, he took down the red buff, giving his entire team 15% attack damage for the duration of the round.
All right, there are 3 ways to win here in Breakaway if you are just joining us. The first way to win in Breakaway is you take the Relic, which Smurf Pop has, doing the Godspeed, and it gets intercepted by Chronic.
Great heads-up play by Chronic. That was a scoring opportunity. They're still on the push. They need to get this Relic clear out of their zone.
Yeah, Empiric doing a good job doing just that, getting the Relic out of there, but not before your boy Prof tries to take it in yet again, and this is only one way to win here in Breakaway. Taking that Relic, the ball that's glowing right there, going out of bounds, spawning back to where it was before, and bringing it into your opponent's base. Second way to win in Breakaway is you annihilate the other team before they can respawn. You see one member is down, that's Sai, that is played by Godspeed. He is out, but he's back now. If you can wipe out the entire team before they can spawn, that's the second way to win in Breakaway. We'll talk about the third way as time ticks down in this round with 2 minutes and 17 seconds left to go. Game 1, round 1 of this semifinal match between NRG in blue, and Enix in red.
And Enix is trying to take the opportunity to get a lot of passing, start to get that coordination going in this first match. But everyone is getting nullified in the middle with some fantastic collapses from both teams.
Vicious very low on health. Not before he activates the Blessing of the Sun. Unfortunately, he couldn't heal himself with that. He's out for 10 seconds right now. He was just out of range of his own health. He's out now. We also have a Jara out on Team Enix. I believe that is Icon. Icon back in the game now as we see Godspeed just doing a good job, just stalling, waiting for his team to get back into position. Here comes Vicious there. You see the Relic going closer and closer to the base of Team NRG. They need to get the Relic out of there. Good pass from Vicious to your boy Prof. Prof with control of the Relic. Nice dash there out of the way of the Thorgrim character. Chronic can't get past him though as the Relic goes midfield and then gets the fumble due to Trader.
Your boy Prof constantly advancing the Relic. He's got to be mindful not to get wrung out by Chronic GG.
And that's a bad ring out there as 2 members of NRG go down. This is a double power play situation for Enix. Good opportunity for them to capitalize on the score here as Empiric with the Relic going up the slope. Passes downfield to Chronic. Chronic now going up the ramp. Will we see the Oros slide? No, he decides to go back to midfield where he dumps it back off there to Trader. Not until time goes down though. Under 54 seconds left to play. You see the center line in effect. This is the third way to win in Breakaway is a territory situation. You keep this Relic on your opponent's side while time ticks down. You will get the third and final way to win here in Breakaway. Good pass upfield to Empiric. Empiric does pass it. Gets intercepted by Vicious though. Nice move of the Ragnarok though by Chronic. Up the field though we see the other members of you see Alona from Team Enix, but not before we get a nice job there of Prof doing great work, clearing the Relic, bringing it back to midfield, dumps it off to Godspeed. Godspeed back to Prof. Prof throws it over the line. This is now a scoring situation for Team NRG. They got to keep the relic here with 15 seconds to go, and they will be able to win the first blood here, as in this game one, round one situation. Here comes Icon with control of the relic. Nice pass, though, with 7 seconds left to go. Trader had the relic, lost the relic to Smurf. Smurf had the relic, gives it over to Vicious. Vicious, 1 second left to go. This is looking good for NRG, and they get the first blood.
Nice heads-up play by Vicious. He made himself available to the pass and used his relic dash at the last possible moment to clear past the line and any other threats, and then just threw it for good measure so no one else can get to there. Now we're starting to see second item buys come in. We have tier 3. Got tier 3 attack damage on Icon and tier 3 armor piercing. That's that spear is armor piercing, the upside down sword attack damage. Also, Trader is building buildable damage. So he's got the bombs of Daedalus, which allow you to take out buildables faster, and also the buffs on the map. There's two buffs on each map, and on this map, it's the attack damage buff, which gives your entire team 15% more damage, and the health buff, which gives your entire team 20% more health for the duration of the round.
Nice move there from Trader, who placed that ballista on the top of one of the two ziggurats there. Good job using a defensive turret. You see the healing shrine buildable about to get destroyed there by your boy Prof. He does do fine work of that. Every new round, buildables get replenished. So if you have a warrior who places a buildable in round 1 and doesn't get destroyed, round 2, guess what? You get to place the second one. So each round, buildables do scale, so it's important to take down those buildables. You can see the buildables on the right side of your screen. Those are the X's. So the three red X's you see there, those are buildables of Team Enix. The blue X's you see at the bottom, those are buildables of NRG. We see that Icon's out for 10 seconds left to go in this team fight here. Power play situation for NRG. As we see now, your boy Prof with control of the relic does get hit once. It only takes one hit to force a fumble. You see Prof lose it. Went over to Godspeed, who was unable to hold on to it as well. The relic's just chilling right by the team health buff that Mike talked about earlier. A nice move there of your boy Prof, throwing the relic down though, but not until it gets swarmed on by Team Enix, who takes the relic and brings it all the way back, and now it looks like they're on a scoring situation here.
That's right, they're pushing hard. They have a two-man advantage still.
Here comes Vicious. Yes! Look at that, the score there from Enix, tying it up to 1 round to 1 round. Let's see if we can get a quick replay to get a load of this action here. You see Thorgrim, the tank character, does get hit there, but thankfully you have Jara Icon with a nice pass up field to Alona, the healer. Alona jumping up there, throwing the relic in there. That's how you tie things up here in Breakaway.
Great job by Empiric, making himself available for that pass and to punch it in. What we saw in these past 2 rounds is that Enix has taken both the attack buff both times from round to round, and in that last team fight, it definitely made an impact. Right, we also start to see, sorry, Silt, we see tier 4 items being purchased. So when you get your item to tier 4 level, you get bonus stats. So bonus armor, bonus health, bonus attack damage. It pays dividends to max out your equipment.
Okay, this is round 3 of game 1, and again, in this best of 5 series between NRG and Enix. Here comes your boy Prof with control of the relic, throws it upfield, does get picked up though. And unfortunately, Icon goes down. That's an early 8 seconds out. He's going to have to respawn now as Godspeed with control of the relic does a nice pass there to Prof. Prof in the middle of an animation. He's unable to pick up the pass, so the relic falls to his feet. He takes it momentarily, dumps it off to Godspeed, and now we're seeing a battle happening right at midfield between your boy Prof and Godspeed. Godspeed going for a little bit of a flying, somehow finds his wings though, as he's able to stay on the map.
And Smurf popped, he got popped, so he's out for 5 seconds. He's making his way back in, but remember, every time you die, more time gets added to that death timer, putting more pressure on your team.
Here comes Prof with the relic to midfield, throws it, but Icon there to intercept the relic. Chronic using two of his abilities there. You saw the Ragnarok, that's his ultimate ability. You saw the back toss, that's where he uses those big old horns to throw you up in the air. Here comes Prof doing a battle of the tanks right at the foot of the relic, and the relic going up on top there. That's a dangerous situation for the relic because it causes a ring out potentially, but look at that, Chronic, like he's got magnets on those boots, finds a way to stay and keep his ground with the relic, but unfortunately the relic goes out of bounds, respawns back to where it was. Here comes Chronic on another attempt, but Prof is all over him, Mike.
That's right. I'm starting to see why your boy Prof picked Merrick and why Godspeed picked Psy. They're trying to use the synergy of all that pulling that your boy Prof can do with Merrick. That's so he can pull in as many of the opponents towards him and then unleash a maelstrom from Psy to just destroy them.
Here comes Vicious. Looks like he faked out the Oros slide, decides to go midfield instead. But look at that, coming out of the shadows is Icon with a nice here to greet you. Taking down a lot of health there on Vicious. Vicious looking very low on health. He's forced to either go back to base, burn some of his ultimates, but here's a quick strike now. Can Icon get it in there? Using the Maelstrom ability is Godspeed with Psy, and it looks like it is enough to hold off the offense because the defense doing a great job there on the blue team. That is NRG. They are saving the score and bringing the Relic close to back all the way to midfield.
Now, it's very dangerous on scoring attempts when you're fighting and fully committed into the other team's portal because they're healing it back at their base and you're not.
Excellent point there. Trader, you saw him momentarily. He threw the Relic upfield, got picked up by your boy Prof. Prof getting back tossed, though, by Chronic. Chronic wasting a Retribution, a Ragnarok. I think he thought that more enemies were going to come closer to him, trying to anticipate the action. Unfortunately, he was a little bit too early on that. So that's going to go back to cooldown. Every warrior in Breakaway has 3 abilities, with one of them being a ultimate ability. And of course, they also have that 4th thing, the defensive ability. So there you see it activating right now with Chronic. That's the shield wall with all those shields come around him. Other warriors have dash abilities and whatnot. We'll talk about those as we see them on stream. But we are down to only 46 seconds left to go. Center line is in effect. And now we are in scoring position for Team NRG. They got the first territory situation. It was looking really good for them. So it looks like we will see maybe that happens again because the Relic right now, again, is in scoring position for NRG. You have Vicious there trying to stop him, though. Passes it upfield, though, to your boy Prof. And now it looks like the tables have turned. Enix needs to get this Relic and keep it in this territory there. We're seeing action back and forth as both teams now. Trader throws the Relic over. Godspeed's throwing the Relic back to the other side now. Here it comes in the scoring position again for NRG.
We're down to 10 seconds still.
8 seconds on the clock. 7. This is fighting right at midfield. This could go either way. Your boy Prof, last second dash, throws the Relic upfield, picks it up. Chronic isn't going to be able to stop him. There's another score for NRG. These guys are dominating in the territories, Mike.
They're just waiting them out, and they're able to find those small little openings when the backline has exhausted all of their abilities and find ways to push. We see these other buys coming in, like I called out before. Empiric has tier 4 health health potions, so it's going to increase the health. The little hourglass that you see right next to the Alona character, that's cooldown reduction. That's so they can use their abilities more often. And at max tier, that's going to allow you to decrease your cooldown timers even further by landing basic attacks.
You see Empiric looking like he's making an attack run. He's thrown it off there to Chronic. Both teams have 15 kills and 15 deaths, so looking neck and neck on the team fights. Gold looks pretty similar as well, with the net worth slightly advantaging Team Enix. It's really just the difference of those territory wins, which really could go either way because it's literally a matter of seconds with the Relic being virtually midfield before with 10 seconds left to go.
Well, another thing to call out, Sil, is no team secured any of the buffs during last round.
Here comes Vicious up the left side. He's going to have to worry about his teammates aren't quite there yet. Vicious gets it again, dumps off to your boy Prof. Prof back to Godspeed now. Godspeed upfield to Vicious. Vicious gets stopped right before he can use the dash to bring it in. Prof able to pick up the Relic momentarily, but he does get fumbled. Here comes Empiric doing a beautiful job using the slide. Gives it off to Chronic using the dash. They are back all the way to midfield. And it looks like the shield wall gets activated by Chronic. That's, again, the defensive ability of Thorgrim. There you're seeing a Rib Splitter. He's going head-to-head, toe-to-toe with your boy Prof, who's now taking on 2 people. That's the power of the mighty tank of Merrick.
And look at that awesome shrine that Vicious put up there to compete against the other Sun shrine that we're getting from Empiric. So now they have a base of operations up forward. We're going to see NRG take a lot more risks. They were able to heal. That's why you saw that pressure from your boy Prof.
Okay, see Chronic there with control of the Relic. Lost it momentarily, did get picked up by Godspeed. Godspeed looks like he's going to try to do his own attack run, but he's got 2 members of the opposing team to worry about, so he's forced to retreat now. We see Relic going back to one of those bases of operations that Vicious placed down.
Oh!
But nice ring out there by Chronic.
And now Vicious swims with the fishes, and we start to see this Relic being advanced forward by Enix.
Nice interception, though, from your boy Prof. Doing some amazing defense there is Prof. We know he's a lethal member of that DEF CON 5 team previously. His new team, though, looks like he hasn't even skipped a beat.
No, he's still keeping the pressure on. I'm impressed by the Black Knight skills that he's possessing, allowing Godspeed to just pick people off from the back line with Psy.
Your boy Prof with the Relic, again, having to face off from the other teammate, the other tank on the other side. That is Chronic. And here comes Enix with the Relic. Gets picked up by Icon, though. Momentarily, Icon was trying dashing back to get health. He's like, I don't want the Relic. I need to get health. Prof taking out one of the healing shrines, though. Remember, those buildables do scale, which is why you see 2 of the healing shrines on the map. Thankfully, though, NRG was able to take out one of them. They're going to need to take that second one, though, because it's right back there at midfield, which is a dangerous place as we get later and later into the rounds here with more and more items getting bought, scaling up the team fights as well.
And that was a bold move by Godspeed. He went heads up with Thorgrimson, like, you know what, I'm not afraid of getting wrung out. And he popped his static shield barrier in order to just safely secure the relic and push it towards midfield.
We are down to 47 seconds left to go. Once again, center line in effect, bringing it to another potential territory. Here comes Trader crossing the midline. He is in scoring position for Team Enix. They need to keep the relic on this side of the field before time expires. Chronic GG with the relic, throwing it even closer to the base of operations for NRG. But here comes Vicious picking up that relic. Got to keep an eye on Vicious during these territory situations because he literally is vicious in them. He's got the relic again. He's just wasting more and more time. Time is not a valuable thing if you are on the losing side of this line, which right now is Team NRG. They got to cross that yellow line. They have 10 seconds to do it. Down to 9 seconds. Can they make it? Can they cross the line? Here we go, last-ditch effort. We see Godspeed go down for 13 seconds. He's out of the mix. 2 seconds left to go. Can they cross the line at the last second?
Oh, it was caught.
Look at
He
that.
caught it on the line. He caught it on the line, Sil. Amazing. Just right place, right time. An interception right at the halfway point, securing the win for Energy. Fantastic relic awareness.
Sometimes, Mike, it is better to be lucky than good. I don't know if he intended that, but that is definitely one of the best catches we have ever seen in Breakaway. Let's look at these T-scats. What do you see?
Well, let's check out the battle of the healers. So Empiric did a fantastic job. Look at the number of assists that he has.
All right, so game 1 went to Team NRG, but it was pretty close. So what adjustments would you see? How would you coach? If you're Aodin, how would you coach Team Enix? How do they come back?
So they were actually dominating when we were going after secondary objectives. So I was actually very shocked when they just stopped going after the damage buff. Like, why not? Like, go after it. It gave you a distinct advantage in the team fights, and then as it progressed further into the games, you just saw like a lack of focus or willingness to go after these secondary objectives, which definitely helped them.
So we're moving on to our other map here, Atala Prime. It's a very different map. This map is even more in favor of relic running. What do you see? Do you see either team changing up their team comps?
It depends. It really depends. I wouldn't break anything right now that's working for Energy. Potentially put an Argus just because of how fast the map moves. It's really like a relic runner's paradise. There's so many opportunities to slide. So having that Argus pick is kind of important in order to chase down. I could actually see the Jara pick on the other side from Enix. So Icon actually switching to Argus in order to compensate.
I will say it is very cool to see both of these teams predominantly staffed by prominent community members. So really cool thing. If you're playing Breakaway, you want to play Breakaway, all you got to do is sign up for our weekend alphas. You know, we play the alpha every weekend. And the more good you get in the community, who knows, maybe you're getting a call from a team to join.
You could find yourself right here on Throwdown Thursdays.
There it is. All you got to do, hop on over to playbreakaway.com/alpha and just click the button. Sign in with your Twitch ID. You'll be downloading that Twitch downloader instantly. And inside that downloader, click the game library. Bam, there's Breakaway. All right, we are about to get things underway with Game 2 in this best-of-5 series. Remember, the winner of this semifinal match will go into the finals, where they will either face Echo Fox or the UCI team, newly graduated from the Breakaway Throwdown Thursday Summer School. Here we go on Atala Prime. Game 2. What do we see here? Any new warriors? Any shifts?
So Smurf Pop and Trader, they're both playing Kyra, and they're both purchasing Demo. So they have the Bombs of Daedalus. They want to take out buffs. Not seeing any real significant shifts. I think people are really comfortable with what they're playing. And it was close. Honestly, it was just a couple plays. It could have swung any which way. So I think concentrate on the objectives, get the passing lanes open again. That's where you're most effective. And take down some of those buildables.
All right, we saw some battling happen, mosh pit action in the middle of the map here of Atala Prime. Coming up with the relic, though, is your boy Prof. He does get the relic, does get taken away from him, but thankfully Godspeed there to pick it up and bring it even closer to the base of Team Enix in red.
That's right, and we were talking about changes from map to map. Well, you can see that Enix just took the gold buff, and that gives your entire team 500 bonus gold apiece. So you can make some purchases to get those items to a higher level to do more damage, have more armor, get more cooldown reduction. You want to snowball from round to round, and to do that, getting the gold buff is a surefire way to get there.
Cool. Earlier there, you just saw a nice double team on Icon to take him out of the mix. He's back in action, though. Remember, though, every time you die in a round, your respawn timer does increase. Icon now out for 15 seconds. That's a costly respawn timer. If you are playing as Empiric, you're going to have to keep an eye on Icon, though.
Oh,
Here
great
he comes.
pass!
Nice pass!
Oh.
But an even better interception there. What a defensive move there from Team Enix, keeping themselves alive here. You saw a beautiful pass across court, but it wasn't enough. And here comes Empiric with the Relic, bringing it all the way back to midfield. I don't know what was more impressive, Mike, the pass or the interception.
That was a fantastic series of passing, maybe one pass too many. They were right on the doorstep, but they were able to contain and create that pressure because of the crazy damage output from Godspeed early on.
Relic back to midfield there. There's the back toss we talked about. Chronic with control of the Relic, throws it downfield to his teammate, Icon, but unfortunately he does get stopped, and now we see that Merrick is out on NRG. He's gonna be out for 5 seconds. That's your boy Prof. Your boy Prof, we need you, man. Here it comes. The Relic's getting closer to your base. Prof back in action, though, and there we see him all array, contributing there to that good defensive stand. Trader with control of the Relic. He's figuring out what to do with it as Godspeed comes up with the Relic and gets hit, though, by the one and only Chronic. GG.
Well, they got to make sure they don't overcommit because they were down 2 guys into that fight. Luckily, they got away with it because now we see the ball being pressed pretty hard by the Energy team.
Here comes Godspeed with the Relic. He gets hit, though, so he loses the Relic. Picks it up again on the rebound. Here comes Godspeed avoiding the snap trap. That is the buildable of Jara. Nice move there from Godspeed. Good awareness. Here comes the attempt and the push. More and more people. The Relic's getting closer and closer to the base of Enix. NRG just has to get it in there that 1 little inch. Can they get it? Here comes Smurf Pop. No, he can't get it in. Vicious can't get it in. Smurf Pop again. Passes off, and there's the dash.
Save
and there
that
is your
Relic
boy
dash.
Prof. That is brother to brother. Look at this action. Watch this. They cannot get this Relic in to save their lives. They keep on pushing, keeps on getting intercepted. Nice jump up there from Smurf Pop. He takes the Relic, dashes it, passes to his brother. Your boy Prof bringing it right into the house. That is score number 1 for round 1 of this game 2 of this best of 5 series.
Fantastic movement coming in from the Energy team. Great passings, well-timed Relic dashes. And we see Godspeed is building armor and health, so he's building his Psy a little bit tanky, but as you can see, he hasn't died yet. He's 1-0-3. Same with Smurf Pop. He's building into attack damage and demo.
Relic midfield. Here comes your boy Prof with the first pick up there. First touch goes to your boy Prof. You see a lot of healing shrines right at the center of the map. They're going to want to take those buildables out. All those bombs got purchased by those Kyra players. They're going to need to use them. Here comes Vicious, though. Quick strike! And there's a nice score there from NRG. I don't think Enix saw that even coming. Look at Godspeed popping off to his teammates. He's excited right now. I don't want to commentate what Godspeed's doing, but you see it in the corner of your screen. Not safe for work, ladies and gentlemen, and certainly not safe for broadcast.
What a fast score. Did you also see that they secured the gold Relic? So they got bonus gold and scored like all within 10 seconds. What a fast strike.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about Atala Prime being a rusher's paradise, and, well, you saw it right there, folks. Here we go. This is round 3 right now. We're seeing Smurf Pop play some of those ballistas. That's the defensive ability, or sorry, that's the buildable of Kyra. And now we're seeing, again, Relic back there to midfield. Here comes Vicious. He's got to deal with the other ballistas of the opposing team. That's Trader playing as Kyra on the other side of the field there. Crossing midfield is your boy Prof. He picks up the Relic, does lose it though to Empiric. Empiric with the Relic dumps off to Chronic. Chronic with the Relic throws it just closer, but picked up though, unfortunately, by your boy Prof, who takes it all the way back to the other side of midfield. And we are just going back and forth here in this round 3. It seems like Enix getting a little bit more cautious.
Yeah, they're starting to tighten up. I mean, this is a really crucial match. They're already down 1 game. They don't want to fall another one, and they're already down 2 rounds.
Here comes your boy Prof with the Relic. He's fighting up against a battle of tanks with Chronic. Chronic not letting anyone get a hold of that Relic, playing some amazing early defense here in the open field. He does throw it just to clear it back to his teammates, activates his Ragnarok, does not quite do the damage I think he was hoping it would do there to your boy Prof. Prof just so tanky as Merrick. activating his ultimate ability to bring things in closer to him. Here comes Chronic on the attack run. Chronic and Empiric with Vicious in the distance. Can't capitalize on it, though, because your boy Prof has the Relic.
You know, it's going to be an impossible task breaking into NRG's base because there's Jacob's ladders littered all around the high road from Gold side. So no jumping here, senor. And then right in the middle, there's about 2 or 3 Kyra Ballistas. And the only way to take those out is to get extremely close to them.
All right, and there's the gold buff you were talking about, Mike. You saw it get taken twice. Doesn't look like they're even focusing on the gold buff right now. I think if you're Enix, you are all eyes on Relic to make sure that you do not get swept away. But it's looking dangerous as here comes Godspeed, but does look like Empiric was there to see Godspeed take that Relic, passes it upfield to Chronic. Chronic with the Relic does get hit by Godspeed, and those lethal electric balls fired off by Psy.
Unfortunately, they also lost Smurf Pop in that push, and he was on fire, meaning he had 3 kills without dying, at least 3 kills without dying. And that means when he gets taken out, he was worth a lot of gold to the other team.
There's those 3 Jacob's ladders you talked about. Definitely you're not going to be jumping up on that side of the map. Here comes your boy Prof back to midfield, does get the the back toss there from Chronic, followed up by a Ragnarok as the Relic goes back into the change of possession yet again. And there's another change of possession as the Relic goes back to NRG. We're seeing a team fight commence here with 1 minute, 22 seconds left to go. Round 3, game 2 of this Breakaway semifinal match between NRG in blue and Enix in red.
Godspeed is still down. He's back up right now. He might be making some purchases. He's trying to slide his way into the action. The other team members of Enix are very low right now, so they need to be wary. Might need to fall back to some heals.
Trader, center of the map there, throws it upfield. Picked up by Godspeed. Godspeed taking it back across the map. We are under a minute to go. Blue line now. The center line is in effect here on Atala Prime. Here's the Relic getting picked up there by your boy Prof. He's got the Relic. He's got to hold it for 44 more seconds to keep this one and win it for his team. Godspeed looks like he's like, forget the timer. I'm going to go in for the score. Does get stopped. But again, it's not enough. You can't just stop the Relic from going into your base here. There's that 3rd way to win in Breakaway, and you got to take that Relic across midfield if you are playing on the red side. If you are Team Enix, that Relic needs to cross midfield. You have 23 seconds left to do it. Are they able to get it across the line there? You saw Sunburst fail an attempt there, but here comes Icon. Beautiful move from Icon, taking the Relic to scoring territory. 12 seconds left to go. Multiple dashes getting used by Enix, doing a great job, but your boy Prof somehow came up the Relic to just put some danger on it. Godspeed now with the Relic. We're down to 4 seconds. This is looking pretty good for Enix. 2 more seconds left to go. Can they hold it? Yes, they can!
Fantastic job freezing the Relic. They used their abilities, timed them well, were able to make sure that any member of NRG who was trying to pick up the Relic just got shot.
Both teams once again evenly matched. 5 kills, 5 deaths across the board in that previous round.
That's right. We see Tier 4, Tier 3 items being built up by Icon, Empiric, your boy Prof, and Smurf Pop. So Tier 4 attack damage, Tier 4 armor, all with bonus stats and damage. So those early gold buff gains are paying dividends.
All right, Trader, you saw him momentarily with the Relic. You did lose it. Godspeed doing a good job of just being everywhere, man. Throwing some defense, throwing offense. Here comes Trader with the Relic, throws it back closer to the base of NRG in blue. As we see Chronic just dishing out the damage, but it's 1-on-4. Even though you're playing as a tank, you can't be making mistakes like that. That's a lot of health getting weak in there, and he needs his teammate Empiric to heal him up because he is very low, and we are in very late in this game too here. So teammates are going to be using lots and lots of scaled up damage, and you just can't afford to get those early mistakes.
Not at all, and it looks like NRG, not happy with their performance in that push that was coming in from Enix during that territory win. They secured the armor buff first thing this round.
All right, Empiric midfield does come up with the Relic. Relic gets picked up by Vicious though. Vicious Relic dumping off there to Godspeed. Godspeed with the Relic back to midfield, dumps it off to Smurf Pop. Smurf Pop throws it just to gain more ground. And there he picks it up, his own Relic there, but does get stopped by Empiric, doing a good job on defense. Here comes Godspeed, nice interception there. Godspeed throwing the Relic right side. Godspeed getting knocked off the map. He's out for 8 seconds. As the Relic goes back to your boy Prof, midfield, very clear breakaway situation. Your boy Prof throws it, but it gets stopped. Oh! Here comes Smurf Pop with the Godspeed from downtown. Oh, intercepted by Trader. Again, they try to get it in and get stopped. This team really wants that Godspeed, but it's just not looking good. Don't worry about style points, just get the win.
It looks like they're looking for passing lanes. You do not want to fumble it right there next to the stairs. It's an easy push out.
Oh, look at that. Finally, Smurf Pop comes up with it. They went right for the score. Well done, sir. You see your boy Prof dumping off to his bro. He gets hit. The relic jumps up in the air. But finally, they get it in. Game 1 goes to
that was game 2.
NRG, and game 2 also goes to
NRG.
NRG. That's a 1-2. As we move now into game 3, this is a match point situation for NRG. If they win this one, they are going to the finals, defeating Team Enix. And we look at Team Enix right now, but before we get to that, let's take a look at the stats here of this match. What do we see here, Mike?
Lots of kills, lots of assists, not as many deaths. Look at the amount of forced fumbles from both sides. And we see a lot of work just being put in by your boy Prof. He was on top of the relic the entire time. But the story for me, and I called it out that first match, was the team that was securing the buffs wound up winning the round, no matter what it was. Whether you got gold buff that round and you had that little spike in order to purchase like tier 4 items or get to that next tier to outpace your counterpart, or getting the armor buff in order to make those longer pushes because you could take more damage. So far in both maps, what we've seen, you get the buffs, you're getting the win.
There it is. That's good insight there. Little pro tip, the more you know. Ready? NRG looking pretty good right now. I'd say they definitely are the front runners. I mean, this is pretty impressive play we've seen here. Enix, though, these guys also no stranger to Breakaway. We see them strategizing right now. They're talking to their coach, trying to figure out what can we do, how do we make adjustments. Do we see a warrior swap here on the Enix side? What do you think?
I'd like to see the Argus come through. That's who he has a little bit of tankiness, but still really good damage output. And I would suggest that change for what Icon's rolling. Also, we saw the way the buildables were stacking up. Having the Siege Engine to take down those buildables would be a great asset to have.
All right, so you say Argus.
I'd like to see Argus come in for
Icon,
Enix.
stop playing Jara, pick a little Argus. What else?
Passing. The only problem with passing is if you're clumped together, you're making it super easy for the other team to cause fumbles. You need to start opening lanes, coming around to the outsides. You need to make yourself available, and that's when we've seen most of the really good scoring opportunities is when people, they allow themselves to get open, squared up into alternate pass positions, running the Phil Jackson triangle. It works for a reason, people. You got to not be selfish. You got to move that relic along. And
A lot
when
of
we
people
see that
Googling
happen,
Phil Jackson triangle
who's
now.
Phil Jackson? He's the master. The Zen master.
All right. Well, NRG, you see any changes? Why change anything? You're up 2-0. They're just going to keep rolling. I mean, I think Godspeed's getting a little cocky, though. I think he's going to be trying to get some style.
I disagree with changing nothing still.
Okay.
Simply because what we saw from the UCI team, they really started adapting to passing. They need to start changing up their game, not playing down to an opponent, but playing up.
All right.
They need to be getting better all the time.
Well, here we go. We are at game 3. Looks like Icon did swap his warrior, but he swapped him to Psy. Not quite Argus that you were hoping for.
No, but we also see Chronic is going with Merrick. So I believe the hope is to pull people in and then use the Maelstrom to just do a ton of damage, like we're starting to see Icon do right there.
They're mirroring NRG.
Exactly.
All
Sometimes a mirror match can be very difficult for your brain to comprehend.
Well, we'll soon find out. As here comes your boy Prof. Oh, nice attempt there. Does get stopped quickly. Your boy Prof on a second attempt has the relic, getting hit by a lot of ranged characters on Enix. Everyone's firing at him. You got Sunburst there from Alona. You got Icon firing off his abilities. A lot of great defensive play there from Enix to stop that early score.
Right, both tanks super low, and both tanks melted like butter.
All right, that's the tasty depiction there, Mike. Thank you for that. As we see the relic going really close to midfield, here comes Vicious. Nice pass up to Smurf Pop. Smurf Pop getting caught in the Maelstrom, forced to retreat, and we're right by the damage buff. You are watching Breakaway, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't know how to play Breakaway, it's a team battle sport where 2 squads of 4 will collide in epic action to take that relic that you see, that ball in the middle, and bring it to your opponent's base to score. There are 2 other ways you can win in Breakaway, however. The second way to win is you annihilate the other team. You see health, those are the bars below each portrait on the top left, top right side of your screen. You wipe out the entire team before they can respawn. That's the second way to win in Breakaway. And the third way to win is when time goes to 0, you have that relic on your opponent's side of the map.
So here's another pro tip. When you see the blessing of the sun, when you see the grass grow on the ground and all that healing light come from Alona, the first part of it is a flash heal. But if you're not standing in that ring when it happens, you're not going to get that big burst of heal. You're only going to get some slow heals over time. So try to make sure that you're coordinating with your healer.
All right, here comes Trader. He's got a nice pass upfield to Chronic. Chronic getting stopped, though, with the Ballista. That is, again, a great defensive structure of Kyra. That is her buildable. And look at the lots of deaths happening on this map right now. We are seeing people falling left and right on the Shrine of Oros. This is Game 3, Round 1. This is a match win situation for NRG if they're able to come up with the three round wins here.
They're doing a pretty good job right now of sustaining pressure. Both teams just slugging it out right now in this mirror match.
Here comes Godspeed sliding there with the Oros slide. Changes direction as he sees that Jacob's Ladder in the distance. That buildable that you see standing on top of that dragon's head, that will cause damage to anyone who is jumping near it who is on the blue team. So definitely a good way to just eliminate the Oros slide. That is when you slide down from the Ziggurat, you're getting extra speed, you jump on the cliff there, and then you're able to quickly do a nice offensive move to push inside the enemy base.
It looks like there's a lot of respect between both teams because neither team has tried to go solo one of the buffs. They're all collapsing all the time on the relic.
All right, lots of chatter here from both teams in the studio. We are down to 1 minute to go. That is the center line that has just appeared at the right side of your screen. That is the center of the map. You need to cross that center line with the relic in order to win before time expires. Here comes Vicious. That's a modification of the Oros slide. He gets caught in the action, falls to his death. He's out for 16 seconds. That's a costly respawn timer with only 40 seconds left to go. Here's the relic. Again, it is in scoring position for NRG, so if you are wearing red, you need to cross that relic and bring it over, though. But your boy Prof doing a great job, his Jerome Bettis impression of busting that thing all the way closer and closer to scoring position. Only 25 seconds left to go. The Maelstrom doing its damage there. That is the ultimate ability of Psy. Nice push here from Enix. They only have 16 seconds left to take that relic, though. Smurf Pop coming up with the relic, throwing it just to burn more time off the clock. You only got 10 seconds left to go. If you are Enix, you need to get that relic across the line there. You saw Trader pass it there, failed it. Icon picks it up again, tries to pass it upfield to Trader. Trader throws it there, gets caught up midfield, and it doesn't look like they're able to capitalize on it.
And it goes to Enix.
It goes to Enix.
So Enix took the round, and it looks like there was a pass that was going over the line as time was expiring. We're starting to see items come through. We got tier 3 items coming in for the entire Enix team with its armor, and the whole team built armor. So if it sounds like I'm repeating myself, they want to be able to survive in these big team fights.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you got Victor in the, or sorry, you got Psy in the mix. It's $1 in the jar.
Another dollar.
You definitely have to worry about those team fights because Psy has that Maelstrom. That is where you see that circle and then the lightning comes down. That is a very powerful ultimate ability, and it just tears up characters who do not have good armor. You're seeing it right there getting activated. That's the dark blue circle. You see that on the map and you're inside it, don't be.
And I'm going to call it out again. Neither team is actually committed to go after buffs. It looks like NRG has been dancing around them, but no one is fully taking advantage of it. And the way that these back and forths are going, you figure you need every advantage as possible. I'm actually shocked no one is actually going after those.
All right, your boy Prof in the middle of a Maelstream, able to come out of it though, thankfully, jumps out of the way. And here comes Empiric with the relic, throws it upfield just to gain more ground. Another Maelstrom goes down. You see again the power of the Maelstrom. Look at the health bars at the top of your screen. You're seeing, I believe that is Vicious, I'm sorry, not Kyra, so that would be
Smurf Pop.
Smurf Pop, very, very low on health there. He's coming back to life. All you can do if you want to get health, you can either use a buildable, the Healing Shrine, that is the buildable of Alona, the healer, or you go back to your base.
Or you buy the Amulet of Regeneration with its restorative powers. As long as you're not in combat, you will get healed.
Here comes, I believe that was Godspeed, throwing the relic across midfield. And this is just a slugfest right now. I don't think anyone's really trying to get that relic across. I think both teams just dishing out damage left and right. Relic going out of bounds. Makes you wonder why no one's going after that damage buff. That's that red crystal that we see right closest to us on screen. Your boy Prof dancing around it. Looks like he's going to try to score the Relic. Does get picked off, though. Remember, it only takes one hit when you have the Relic to force that interception.
It looks like NRG might be committed to taking that down. Yeah. Oh, it was stolen by Enix. They took the damage buff.
Yeah, Enix doing a good job. Typically, when one side gets the damage buff, the other team rushes to take the green crystal, which is the health buff, as a counter. Don't know if we're going to see that, though, because here comes your boy Prof. He is in scoring position, but look at that. That is the power of Maelstrom. Thankfully, you had Vicious right there to counteract it with the Blessing of the Sun, which is the ultimate ability of Alona the healer. So nice move there. Again, great map awareness from Vicious. He's doing a good job on offense, on defense, on support. He has the trifecta right now, Mike.
Yeah, the only problem on this push is that your boy Prof holding on the Relic just a second too long. He needs to get those passes off because look at the collapse that's coming from Enix.
Ooh, nice jump steal there of the Relic, your boy Prof, but again, it's 1-on-3. Those are not good odds. He's forced to back it out there. He's still fighting it, though, fighting against Chronic. You have 1-on-4 now, and there's only 58 seconds left to go. This is not time to die here, Prof. Go back. It's okay. You can retreat sometimes.
Well, they actually have a buildable up front if they can just fight underneath it. They need to go ahead and grab the Relic and take it towards that forward position.
Okay, right now, Relic in scoring position for Enix. They got the previous territory win. Could this be a second one? We'll soon find out. In 37 seconds, we will know. Here comes your boy Prof crossing that center line. Now we're in a scoring situation for NRG if they keep the Relic on this side of the map. We're down 28 seconds left to go. We're seeing Relics land on the ground there. Multiple Maelstroms getting fired off by both teams as the Relic crosses once again midfield. Change it. Nice, look at that. Nice pickup by Trader using the dash just for insult to injury. 14 seconds left to go. Empiric getting into the mix there. He's very low on health. He could go down. He goes down. 8 seconds left to go. 13 seconds left on his respawn. He's not going to come back. It's a power play situation. 2 seconds left to go. 1. They got to throw the Relic across the field. Can they do it? No, they can't. NRG ties it up on this territory win, and now we're in a round 3, game 3 situation.
That was a very close round still. He was trying to throw the Relic, caught by his teammate, had a foot to go, but was just a foot too short. We see the buys coming in. Tier 4 armor on Chronic. He's ready to tank it up. He also has Tier 2 health, so he's pretty tanky. Empiric also building his Alona very tanky, as we see armor and health there.
All right, we are starting now a round 3 situation. Again, if NRG can come up with 2 rounds in this game 3, they will be the champions and go on to the finals where they will face either Echo Fox or our UCI graduates.
Yes, the 4 pillars.
Here comes your boy Prof just picking off Chronic. Prof getting a little too aggressive this time. What do you think, Mike?
You know what? There's a healing shrine. The sun shrine is right there. I'd like to see them freeze the Relic in that position and get a team fight, because right now the opposing team, they're trying to work on their own breakaway.
Yeah, you saw it actually happening there. Enix was coming up with the Relic there while we were talking about Prof, but they just couldn't clear it. They couldn't get enough distance away from the team. You had some great defensive players there on the side of NRG. You had Vicious in the back line. You also had Smurf Pop, so really good defense there. And we're just, you know, I think this is not going to happen with a score. It's either going to be territory or we're going to see, I don't know if we'll see a team wipe, but both teams definitely playing more aggressive and, you know, smash mouth breakaway, if you will.
There's a lot of aggressive behavior. I agree. But the passing, I'm not seeing the passing there. I'm seeing short bursts and advancing it, but nothing like we saw in the previous matches.
Yeah, I think they've thrown up the playbook. If you're Team Enix, they just ripped it up in front of us, and they're like, we will just destroy anyone with the Relic.
They've been pretty good with their damage output.
All right, we see Empiric with the Relic. Again, to your point, just using burst. It's not going to help you. He's out for 8 seconds. He's their healer, though. This. We see Sai about to go down, very low on health. He goes down. You have Kyra also low on health. Chronic is just got to stay alive to wait for his team to respawn. He burns the clock. Here comes a score. Vicious passes Smurf Pop. Smurf Pop scores it in.
Fantastic passing. That's what we like to see, opening up those lanes. You get those opportunities. And a great final pass.
Look at that,
Smurf Pop.
He's got the Relic, passes up there to Vicious. Vicious passes back to Smurf Pop. Boom, there it is. Smurf Pop just walks it right in there with the score.
You do good things happen to you in return. Selfish.
Match point.
Selfish is not this man's game.
This is match point for Team NRG. Look at the billable defense that they have at their base. You have 2 Jacob's Ladders, 2 Ballistas. I guarantee you 3 of them are coming.
And no jumping allowed. It looks like your boy Prof, he's actually building the Amulet of Regeneration along with his other tanky equipment. So he's going to heal when he's not in combat. And the way that he plays, I don't really know if it's going to be effective. When is he not in combat, Sil?
He is always in combat, Mike. Your boy Prof, there he is, right in the mix, taking down 2 people as he keeps running. Again, he is playing like the bus. Give that guy a Steelers jersey. He's going to try to take it all the way into the base there for the win there. And again, NRG completely fortified on their base. You have 3 Jacob's Ladders, 3 Ballistas. I don't know how Enix can possibly get the Relic in there. They're down 1 character with Kyra going down. That's Trader. You see Sai very low on health. That's Icon. He's down now for 10 seconds. And we see a pass to Godspeed. Godspeed up to Smurf Pop. Smurf Pop throws it, intercepted by Empiric. Here we go. Can they get it in? Remember, this is game point, match point. Can Vicious get the score in? No, he gets stopped by Trader. Intercepted. Here comes Smurf Pop yet again. Now your boy Prof going into the mix. He's getting stopped. We have lots of people here on the studio floor crowding the mirrors to watch to see what's going on here. They are at the glass wall looking in to see the action because this is fierce fighting. Early, you saw a lot of NRG action in there. NRG very low on health, forced to recharge. This could be the momentum shift here with Trader. Trader leading the assault, passes upfield to Icon. Icon does a good job avoiding the static wall, but he does miss it though and gets hit. Sorry, that was a static burst. Here comes the reciprocation here from your boy Prof. He gives it off there to Vicious. Vicious with the Relic, passes upfield to Prof. Prof in the middle of an animation, he cannot take the pass. So Vicious has to pick it up again himself. Here comes Prof now with the Relic. Does get hit right there by Icon. Icon doing some good defense there, guarding that Ziggurat with his life. And look at the healing shrines now get thrown down on the map to midfield. Remember, 1 minute, 55 seconds left to go. Icon out for 12 seconds. Vicious out for 12 seconds. Relic out of bounds, forced to respawn. Chronic with the Relic now. Dumps it off there to Trader. Trader pass upfield to Chronic. Empiric rather.
Oh,
whoa,
Godspeed with the interception.
Godspeed, man.
Oh, he was spocking that the entire way. He saw it coming through and he wanted it.
Look at your boy Prof with the dance moves there. That's pretty nice. Does get picked by Icon though. Icon loses it to Godspeed. Godspeed up left side. He's gonna get stopped. The Relic falling right at the foot of the steps. Here comes your boy Prof with the jump. Prof on a breakaway. Getting caught up in the spike trap. That's the buildable of Merrick. Here comes Empiric with the Relic now going right side. Gets picked up by Godspeed. Godspeed gets hit by none other than the Maelstrom. We're now down to 1 minute, 4 seconds left to go. Again, this is a match point situation for NRG if they're able to come up the win here. Godspeed with the Relic does lose it. Here comes Chronic trying to clear the Relic. Got across midfield. 52 seconds left to go. If they want to stay alive, they have to bring that Relic across midfield. Here comes the pass to Empiric. Empiric with the Relic crosses midfield, but not before Godspeed can get the interception, but it's still in their danger territory. They have to get that Relic across the line. 38 seconds left to go. Godspeed with the Relic. He has the Relic, still has the Relic, loses the Relic, gets the Relic, loses the Relic, back to Vicious. Vicious has it, 30 seconds left to go. Godspeed with the Relic, very low on health. He loses the Relic to Trader. Trader now loses the Relic to your boy Prof. Here comes 20 seconds left on the clock. If you are on Enix in red, you have to keep the Relic on this side of the field. 15 seconds left to go. Can they keep it? Your boy Prof, they're just not doing it. Trader doing a great job locking things down. Very low on health, but he gets a nice blessing of the sun. Maelstrom comes down. 6 seconds left to go. Here comes Empiric with the Relic, throwing it into more territory. He goes down, sacrificing himself, but it's going to be worth it because Enix stays alive. Ha, 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 ha. Staying alive.
Staying alive to live another day. That was pretty
another
gross.
round here.
That was pretty gross.
Here we go.
But a fantastic job by Enix sustaining that push. They got a crucial kill, taking Vicious out of that cycle and able to get that final push.
We are in a round 5 situation, game 3. This is match point for NRG. It's stay alive point for Enix. We'll soon find out as we start this round here. Relic back midfield. We're seeing NRG get a little bit more aggressive here because they know their base was so well fortified there in the previous round. Now look at that. Only 2 blue X's at the bottom of the map. that means only 2 buildable structures placed. So Enix did an amazing job taking down those buildables in that previous round, opening up the option to score that relic.
Enix was very efficient on their movement and when they were executing their abilities, because they definitely don't have a net worth advantage. So the gold, the damage output, the tankiness, all goes to everybody on NRG, but they were just, you know, better at the execution.
And Pyrrhic tries to do the Oros slide, gets the stopped. Your boy Prof doing some good damage there. It's a battle of the Merrics. Who's going to come out on top? You see now Godspeed getting into the mix to take the fight into the favor of NRG. Relic falling out of bounds, forced to respawn where it was previously. Here we see Chronic picking up that relic, using that dash early on to gain some ground. Now he's activating his ultimate ability, running towards your boy Prof. Prof just keeps dishing out the damage, throws it upfield, gets picked up by Icon. Icon with the relic, does a good dashing out of the way though. Godspeed with the relic momentarily gives it up. Smurf Pop takes it. Godspeed back with the relic, crossing midfield. 2 minutes, 35 seconds left to go. Round 5, game 3 of Breakaway.
People are getting hurt out there still. Look who's on fire right now.
It's Smurf Pop.
It's Smurf Pop. That means 3 kills at least with no deaths.
Oh, Smurf Pop, costly pass backfield. I'm not sure why he meant to do that. He was in a good lane, could potentially have scored, but you have the ballista there you got to worry about. And here comes Chronic with the relic, doing a good job bringing that relic, muscling it back to midfield, where he's got to deal with your boy Prof in a battle again of the Merrics, but the health certainly in favor of Chronic this time around.
They definitely want to grab the relic and push it towards that Sun Shrine that Vicious set up right there. That's where the heals are. That's where they can start pushing.
Godspeed falling victim to the power of Chronic. Forced to retreat on that one. Oh! Unfortunately, your boy Prof does not have wings. Give that guy a Red Bull because he just fell off the map.
He could not jump very well. I think he was going too slow. I think armor weighed him down.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Merrics can't jump.
And we're waiting for Vicious to get back into the match. And here's a
look
push.
At Trader. Trader tries to take it, does get stopped by Godspeed, doing some great defense on his second attempt. Icon throws it, gets stopped, and no! They get it in! Look at that, Enix coming up with it. Sheer force of will. Trader dumps it up there to Icon. Icon uses the dash, goes to the left side, completely jukes out, brings the relic in.
They just crashed the portal. They were just hoping for good things to happen. You get the relic up front, good things can happen for you. Fantastic job bringing it back. Now,
The wicked fall before the
good amount of
righteous.
healing done by Empiric. A lot of sustain, especially in those pushes. Look at 21, 14, and 43 versus 14 and something that I can't recall. But looking at the Kyra matchups, 17 kills from Smurf Pop, 17, 3, and 3. Remember his best ever was 42, 1 and 1. He's got some skills.
He's definitely got some skills there at the Kyra. I think he could give Chris Corey a run for his money.
Yeah, but
Oh, look at the devs. We got a lot. We got people. We got Simon drinking, watching some Breakaway action.
Hey, get back to work. Hey, but going back to the match, one thing that I will say is that it's not about the kills. It's part of the story. It's a means to an end. It gets you more gold to buy more equipment, but it's all about the scores, how you score. That's what matters, and that's what happened during this match.
I think there's a movie quote there. You don't score
Probably.
until you score.
Something like that.
All right, we are in a Game 4 situation. Enix coming back to life, fighting for their life. They get their first game win here, and now the score is 2-1 as we enter into Game 4 again. This is a match point situation for NRG. They came up with the win here in Game 4. They will be going to the finals, and if Enix can come alive here, they will force a Game 5.
That's right. All you need is a little bit of momentum, but we're going back to Atala Prime, the fast relic rushing map with lots of opportunities to slide all over the place. That's your left shift button. You hold that down with your pinky. You're holding the relic. You're not going to lose speed. You're going to gain speed.
All right,
can do those fantastic
switching
jumps.
over to Sai versus Jara. What do you think there? Should he stay with Sai?
With the speed of this map, it depends how well they're converging. I still personally love to see the Argus pick, but they were able to, maybe they're not going to make any changes because they were able to best energy at their own game.
Well, we'll find it. Here we go. Game 4. Looks like Icon sticking with Sai, Chronic sticking with Merrick. This is basically the same team as they won the previous round game with, and why not?
That's right. Your eyes do not deceive you. That is an exact mirror. except for the purchases. Look at Vicious is actually getting Merc's contract. So he's going to get bonus gold for every kill or assist that he does. And healers, they do a lot of assists.
Okay, Relic midfield. Both teams going right into the hurt there. Maelstrom's getting activated by both teams. You also see an Ocean's Fury. That's the ultimate ability of Kyra. You saw that in the difference in the distance there from Smurf Pop.
And Ocean's Fury will also hit multiple opponents. So it's a really good move to use when everybody's clustered up.
Boy Prof in the mix there fighting Chronic, but he's got a lot of assists there from his teammates on Enix. Forced to retreat. You see that Sun Shrine, that's a healing shrine, but it's circled in red, meaning it belongs to Enix, not NRG.
Enix is kind of low. They're looking for the heals, but also early during this round, they secured the gold buff, getting their team, every teammate gets 500 gold to make an important purchase so early in the game.
All right, Relic back to midfield there. Here comes Godspeed, loses the Relic momentarily to your boy Prof. Prof has the Relic, does lose it. Relic going back to midfield, and look at that Godspeed just dancing over there, trying to take it to the outside. Does get stopped. You see the Ballista getting thrown down there. That Ballista is very low on health. It goes down. Chronic tries to do the ring out, fails, but he does get the Relic before a Maelstrom hits him.
They're trying to advance it forward. Really good shots from the outside. You're seeing Vicious support Godspeed as they're just trying to melt the tanks from the outside.
Yeah, Prof
they're
very low on health. He went down. You also see that Trader's down. He's playing as Kyra. He's out for 2 more seconds. He's back in the action now. And now we'll see momentarily as your boy Prof, he's your boy back.
And it's a great sunshine from Empiric. So anytime the action pauses, the team can go over there, get some heals, or try to bring the Relic and fight underneath it.
Your boy Prof doing a good job with the dash. That's a great way to clear some distance. He also went up the ramp a little bit, and you saw that shift that Mike was talking about during the break into Game 4. Used the shift to gain momentum. Trader just did it and brought himself all the way back to midfield. Here comes Empiric. He went the slight different way, met Godspeed, unfortunately, and lost the Relic.
Well, there's some good passes coming up the side, but a really good collapse by NRG.
Chronic with the Relic gives it upfield to Empiric. Empiric loses the Relic to Vicious. Vicious throws it back to midfield where it gets picked up by Icon. Icon dumps it off to Chronic. Chronic throws the Relic, intercepted by Godspeed. Godspeed with the Relic back to midfield. Here comes your boy Prof with the Relic. Mistimes the elevator though, but still able to get on it, but unfortunately he's on it with Chronic. Uh-oh. Relic out of bounds.
You got to be careful. These are ring out opportunities if you have any type of move that causes pushback.
Vicious dumping it off there to Godspeed. Unfortunately, Godspeed gets the Relic, and then he gets a face full of axe. Due to Chronic, Relic getting fumbled. It gets picked up by Icon momentarily. Loses it, though. Here comes Empiric with the Relic. Throws the Relic to clear it. Does able to clear the Relic. And it falls back down to midfield.
So your boy Prof trying to make moves. Great pass up to the high ground.
Smurf Pop on a breakaway. But no, he gets caught up in the Maelstrom. Good job passing it up to Godspeed. And there it is. Nice score there for this Game 4.
Very
unbelievable.
Heads up. Very heads up by Godspeed.
Smurf Pop tries to jump past the Maelstrom, gets caught up in it. Relic pops up, but since he had such great distance from the opposing team, he picks up his own rebound there, throws it up to Godspeed. Godspeed does the dash. There it is. Bam! Score.
That's right. He gets out of the way of the Wild Orb and is able to make the score. Fantastic job. As we start to see Tier 3 items being purchased, it's a really good thing that you get that gold bonus for securing that gold buff. Tier 3 attack damage, Tier 3 armor. So we got Smurf Pop. He's going to do a lot more damage. And your boy Prof, he's getting super tanky.
Action happening midfield there. You see your boy Prof with the Relic throwing it upfield. Does get picked up by Empiric. Empiric has the Relic, dashes away from your boy, but your boy Prof, he's everywhere. Relic going closer to Team Enix's base. There are 3 ways to win in Breakaway if you were just joining us. The first way is you take that Relic, that's the glowing ball, bring it into your opponent's base to score. Second way to win, you would completely annihilate your other team before they can respawn. And the third way, we will talk about as time ticks away here on Game 4, Round 2, with 3 minutes and 22 seconds left to go.
Your boy Prof doing a pretty good job chasing everything down. Really good from Godspeed, just focusing on multiple enemies.
Powerful Maelstrom there. You saw Empiric get almost all the way down to no health. He's super low on health. You see him in the distance trying to place his healing shrine. Does get stopped while he's building it, so it gets one-shotted. Relic in very dangerous territory for Smurf Pop, who jumps it in there. Look at that nice job there. You had Empiric back to base trying to get health. He's got to worry about Godspeed there. Does stop Godspeed, but nice jumping pickup of the rebound. Stuffs it right in the base. Nice job, Smurf Pop.
And that was short-handed. It was right after that big Maelstrom that came in from Godspeed. They did a major push down the left side. Fantastic, and this is game point still.
Yeah, once again, we're at a match point situation here for Team NRG. If they win this one, they go to the finals where they will face either Team Echo Fox or the UCI 4 Pillars.
3-1-4. So the KDA advantage goes to Enix. But unfortunately, that's not what makes you win. It's scoring. And right now, that advantage is solely with energy.
All right, your boy Prof with the relic there. Loses it, though, due to Chronic. Chronic getting in the face of Prof. This has just been a brutal slugfest between those. Who thinks playing Merrick better right now?
I don't know, but I hate
Prof?
it when I can't do things because of Chronic. So it's good to see this back and forth between the two sides and the Merricks. We see tanking it up, and we see lots of the Maelstroms coming down.
Empiric with the relic. Nice dump off there to Icon. Icon loses the relic, though, to Godspeed. Godspeed has the relic, loses it now. Empiric going up the elevator. Beautiful timing. Empiric on a breakaway. He's got to worry about Godspeed. Dumps it off to the low ground there with Trader's there to pick it up. Trader throws it over, though. Unfortunately, you got a beautiful, beautiful Maelstrom there by Godspeed. Stopping that action. Here comes your boy Prof with the relic. Brings it all the way back to midfield. Does get stopped by Chronic. Chronic dumps it off there to Icon. Icon getting pulled by your Prof. And now Godspeed with the relic up the right side. There's the gold buff completely uncontested. No one's going for the gold buff. Now we're seeing action happening around there for the gold buff. Who's going to come up with it because Enix has the armor buff? Do we see them fight for the gold buff? This is the fight. Who do you think is going to win? The winner is NRG. But it does cost Vicious. He's out for 13 seconds.
But let's see if your boy Prof, I think your boy Prof is going to try to freeze this relic, giving Vicious enough time to get back in there. And it's a good strategy to fall back and fight alongside your buildables.
Again, you're seeing Maelstrom getting activated by both members here. You want to learn how to play Psy, watch these two players. Do an amazing job on both sides of the field here, playing as Psy. You have Godspeed now with Psy, with control of the relic, dumps it off there to your boy Prof, get a little bit of health while he's going on that relic run. But Empiric able to come up the relic, clears it back to midfield. Nice interception from Godspeed, brings it all the way back. And now you're seeing Trader getting into the mix there, doing a good job playing backline defense. We don't talk enough about Trader. This guy's been doing great defensive work all day long.
And earlier we saw some of Energy getting out of position, so they weren't in a good position to collapse.
Nice job there of Chronic and Empiric, doing a good job changing direction, getting a good open lane to bring the relic back to midfield.
Yeah, you want to start splitting. Don't give the opposing team Psy an opportunity to hit multiple people on your team.
Ooh, look at Vicious. He's out for 15
Oh, nice
seconds.
pass.
They are on a power play situation here. Can they capitalize on it? Epic Maelstrom there from Godspeed. Look at the health go down. There you see Empiric using Blessing of the Sun to gain some health. You have the Ballista there doing a good job of defense. You also have the Jacob's Ladder in the distance. Look at that, all three members of NRG clumped up together. You saw that. You know who did see it? Icon saw it, which is why he used his Maelstrom. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to finish him off. He's out now for 10 seconds. Here comes Prof dumping off the Godspeed. Godspeed with the relic. Tries to throw it just to gain more ground on it. Chronic coming up with it. We're under 60 seconds, folks. Center line, in effect, is the third way to win in Breakaway. You take that relic, make sure you're on the side of your opponent when clock goes to 0, and you will be able to score it. And if you are on NRG, you'll be able to win it here, too. Godspeed with the relic brings it into scoring position for NRG. Not before Empiric, though, can bring the relic back to the other side. This is now scoring position for Enix. We have 38 seconds left to go. Where will the relic fall? Nobody knows. Here comes Chronic with control, fighting underneath the relic with your boy Prof. Relic still in scoring position of Enix. They need to get that relic across the center line if you are playing as NRG in the blue team. The relic needs to go to the other side if they're going to win this one and go into the finals. Chronic fighting for dear life. Look at that Smurf Pop at the last second coming up with the relic. He's on a breakaway situation. 14 seconds left to go. Relic in scoring position. You need Empiric, has to cross that relic. Good pass there to Trader. 8 seconds left. Can they keep the relic on this side? Ooh, bad pass there from Vicious. Vicious dumps it. Smurf Pop has it now. It's got to cross midfield. And yes, it does do it. Your winners right here. NRG are going to the finals, ladies and gentlemen. This has been an amazing match of Breakaway.
Fantastic job Man, I saw one of those passes hit the pillar. I was like, oh, they're done.
I
They
know.
can't get it there.
Vicious had the pass hit the pillar, but thankfully Smurf Pop was able to pick it up, dumps it over there to his teammate, and what an amazing move. This has been incredible action here at Breakaway in our Road to Gamescom Championship match here. We see, Championship Series. As we enter into the semifinals now, we know one team is going to the finals. Next week, we'll go up against Echo Fox and the UCI folks to see who else will be joining them in the finals. You see some signs of sportsmanship here. Both teams shaking hands, giving hugs, high fives. Wow.
Fantastic match. What can I say? It's got to be a little bit disheartening or disappointing for Enix. They had the KDA advantage. They had the gold advantage in that last match, and they were just not able to secure the relic, get those good passes, and get the pushes that they needed.
Yeah, I mean, I think both teams played incredibly well. Mad props there. You know, I think Icon did great. Chronic, Trader, and Purek. These guys, you know, we called their names all night long, doing a great job of defense, offense, but they couldn't fall victim to it. You know, early on, they lost those 2 rounds. You know, I think they made the smart play there, so props to the coach, Aiden. Icon changing up his play from Jara to Sai, I think it made a difference.
It did.
But unfortunately, you were already down, and got to hand it to NRG. These guys are looking pretty good.
Yeah, the passes were starting to show up. They were starting to secure side objectives when they needed to, and just the damage output and the synergy. Smurf Pop, wow.
Yeah, dude.
Always on fire. I don't think I looked at his portrait once and didn't see it
Smurf
on
Pop
fire.
is super lethal. You have Godspeed. Did a great job of defense, which I was surprised.
Yes.
That guy definitely was playing team player. Vicious, you mentioned it earlier, he was calling shots all day long. And, of course, let's not forget your boy Prof. That guy was literally everywhere that relic was. If you guys want to play Breakaway, well, don't worry. The alpha's open right now. Hop on over to playbreakaway.com. You log in with your Twitch ID. If you don't have one, you can create one right there on the website. That will allow you to download the Twitch app. And from there, you can download and play Breakaway all weekend long. Every single weekend, we have an alpha playtest leading up to Gamescom, which is where we'll do a cool reveal of some awesome content that I cannot talk about right now because that's why this is a tease. So check out that. You can hit up us on all of our social channels as well. Twitter.com/playbreakaway, Facebook.com/playbreakaway, YouTube.com/playbreakaway. You're already watching Twitch.tv/playbreakaway. Thank you for that. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that follow button. That's the heart at the top. And what can I say? From all of us here at Amazon Game Studios, thank you for watching Throwdown Thursday and Breakaway. We will see you guys next week.